The epicenter for windsurfing in North America is 60 miles east of Portland, Oregon, at a place simply called the Gorge. It's here that cold, moist air from Portland is sucked inland and then accelerated at near hurricane velocity, funneling through a narrow canyon cut by the Columbia River millions of years ago. The real hotshots at the Gorge, like Alan Peterson, sometimes sail in winds over 60 miles an hour. The world's record for speed on a windsurfer is over 50 miles an hour. In 1966, a man named Hoyle Schweitzer nailed a mast, boom, and sail to the nose of a big tandem surfboard, and the sport of windsurfing was born. Since then, both the sport and the equipment have come a long way. The first windsurf boards were 12 feet long and weighed 50 pounds. Today, boards are less than 9 feet long and weigh less than 15 pounds. As a result, speed and maneuverability have drastically increased, and today windsurfers spend a lot of time out of the water and in the air. As we head out with Alan and his companion in the gorgeous Gorge Mobile, it's worth realizing that before windsurfing came to Hood River, Oregon, it was a town that time passed by. There was a gas station or two and a nice bridge crossing the Columbia River. Nowadays, though, it's a whole different story. If you sleep in late, you'll never get a parking spot, and you might end up huffing a mile or more with your gear to the river's edge. The basic rule of thumb is, if you find your spot, you've got to hang on to it. In this crowd, Alan's plan is to stand out by catching big air off the crests of the constantly forming waves. When windsurfing started, everyone said, "Wow, the wind is free." Well, it is. What costs a lot of money is your house at the Gorge to store your equipment and your duct tape to glue everything else in your life together. A flip or two never hurt, and sometimes hanging on is half the battle. While playing with the wind and waves comes like second nature to pros like Alan, regardless of your sailing ability or your age, there's a wind velocity somewhere along this now famous stretch of the Columbia River that will give your adrenaline a real rush. And if you think the sport looks hard, think about inventing the windsurfer, then trying to figure out how to ride it. The wind is free, but what really costs is medical insurance. But the pros would say if you're not falling once in a while, you're not pushing yourself. And this guy tries to ride no feet and no hands.